One of the things we wanted to get out of the week was trying a few different people in different spots, and going forward, Wadey's going to have an opportunity at the top and opportunities in the middle. And even tonight, I thought it was really pleasing the fact that he showed that he can achieve it at both areas. That just gives us another option at different times, and that was as much about trying to win. This week was as much about trying to find out what different people can do in different situations.
Were you surprised at how well India fielded?
They certainly lifted their fielding from the other day, and we talked about outfielding them, and we thought if we outfielded them, we'd win the game, and that certainly was the case, because they outfielded us and they won the game, no doubt about it. We were surprised they probably didn't field as well on Wednesday night, because they're a very good fielding side with some of those new guys that come into the 2020 and one day teams. Suresh, Virat's obviously a very good fielder, Jadeja's a very good fielder, so there's a different energy in this Indian side in the shorter format.
George, there were 3 changes tonight. You might be taking a full strength T20 team to the West Indies. Was this sort of like the end of the tinkering tonight, and from here on in, or at least after West Indies, it's your best team going for the World 2020?
Yeah, we'll certainly start to look at that. Obviously, we've also got some players out in Watson, your Mike Hussies, your Patrick Cummins as well. So at some stage you have to start to knuckle down not only the guys that you want, but also the areas that you want, the roles that you want them to play. So while it was a great opportunity this week to try some different people and try them in different areas and different times with the bat and the ball, at some stage we have to start honing in. But I thought this week worked really well in terms of having a look at some different people.
George, we were surprised when Dhoni named Rahul Sharma in the team today for the legging. How do you rate him as a bowler, because he was struggling Aussie batsman?
He's bowled really well. We actually thought he might be a little easier tonight on a quicker wicket, because he bowls quite fast, but I thought he adjusted really well. Gives very little width to hit, which is where we were going to get hurt tonight. Did well to play, given that he had some serious bandaging on that hand. So he performed really well.
Actually, on Rahul Sharma itself, he creates a lot of awkward bounce. You think it will be difficult to get away in the T20 format?
Yeah, he does. He certainly does, and he's on you a little quicker than what you expect. He's not a big turner of the ball, but as you said, the bounce that he creates makes him hard to hit with that extra pace, particularly if he's not giving you the width that you're looking for.
George, are you disappointed that you had allowed India to get on board, which was the stated mission before the one-day series?
Yeah, certainly would have been nice to keep them winless before the one-day series. But full credit to them, they outplayed us tonight, no doubt about that. I think that it's disappointing that we lost tonight and then India have got their first win, but it's probably a little surprising that it's taken this long into a tour for India to get their first win up.
George, you mentioned sort of tinkering a little bit to work out where guys are going to play next few weeks sort of before the West Indies. Is there much you can do in that time to kind of look at what else the team can work on?
Not a great deal. I guess individually there'll certainly be things, and we've worked on things this week in and around our training sessions of preparing for these 2 games, but also what we're going to encounter in the West Indies and onwards to Sri Lanka. So I think we've let guys know that everything that you're doing now on your T20 sort of focus is start to gear up towards that, whether that's with the bat, the ball, what you're working on, your fitness, your fielding. So I think while it's going to be hard as a group to do that, individuals will still be focusing.
Georgie, are you more concerned about the bowling than the batting from this series, or are you sort of pinning your hopes on some of those guys you mentioned who are yet to come back into the side, like Cummins and Watson?
I'm not necessarily disappointed with the batting or bowling from this series. I don't think we batted particularly well tonight, and in particular, I think the fact that we had 4 run-outs or 3 run-outs in a stumping, that really hurt us. But I certainly wasn't disappointed with our bowling. I thought we kept creating tonight, and it's one of those tough ones where you're trying to know we want to be attacking, we want to keep trying to take wickets, but you also can't give plenty of gaps where they can just tick the scoreboard along. So I thought our bowling stuck at it pretty well. I think we've got a pretty good mix. I think we've got some great young all-rounders. Also with Shane Watson out of the team, another good all-rounder there. So I think one of our strengths is going to be our versatility come when we're full strength, come World Cup time.